sure on or you want to remember what happened, fortunately one of our T5 presenters has very helpfully transformed the day into a space poem. I know some of you heard a little bit of this before, but Athos promises me he's been writing some extra verses in the time that we've had since that. So I just want to invite Athos down here to please do your space poem one more time with some extra bonus verses. So round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for giving me a try. Yeah, doing this. So yes, I've been writing a poem based on what people have been speaking about today. So here it is. This is Spaceup London, and the first keynote. Your place in space. It's ace. It's here. Where are the ghosts? They're out in space. The human race is made of cells, and these are made of atoms, chnots, and trace amounts of heavier stuff. The early stars, they shone from 400 million years ago. The proton-proton chains put stars into the main sequence. Next generation stars make heavier elements of copper and iron. Exploding stars make gold and silver and uranium. And these are all inside of you. The story of the stars is the story of you. You are a book reading itself. That is your place in space. In the breakout. How can we make data visual? Visual artists can help industry, can help academics present their data. The Kessler syndrome, it's about space debris. Thousands of satellites which collide into clouds. UK launch guidelines could help in clearing those out, but other countries' standards vary. But new startups are more incentivised to build better launches. Harnessing energy from space and beaming it down through waves or mirrors. But light frequency waves would heat us up more, so it may be simpler to keep the panels on the floor. Outer Space Treaty is 50 years old, things have changed, it needs updating. And should we legally be moving stuff around in space? The other talks were of terraforming Mars, light pollution, and heat maps of people in space. But they were in the other room. So I missed that. How many other conversations have we missed of what's going on in space? The first T5 session. In Kent, you can see a map of the Big Dipper from 4,000 years ago, etched into stones in the ground. These holes in the stones need protecting. In Galaxy Zoo, all we are saying is give peas a chance. They're a new type of galaxy and they all do their dance through the cosmos expanding and non-stop advance. Found by citizen science through Galaxy Zoo, it's rather addictive, it makes you click through. Peas live in voids which make them look young as galaxies. But still, people take part, all people take part, and we all get a chance in the dance. The cosmic dawn, the cradle of life, galactic evolution, cosmic vibration, all being looked at by the square kilometre array. One telescope in 3 different continents in Cheshire, South Africa, Western Australia, hundreds of thousands of antennae. In order to let people see them around the globe, use virtual headsets to let it evolve. The idea of space is infectious. It used to be thought boring, but the Royal Observatory plays its part in making it interesting. Schools use workshops, they do the transit of Mercury, the planetarium, monitoring our environment. Go to the observatory in Greenwich. The Institute of Physics engages the people, supports the teachers, and brings science to schools to show that no physics means no phones. They learn that you should never give up. The keynote part 2. In space, fluid redistribution around the body into moon face and chicken legs. When you get back, you can't stand for 10 minutes. Up there, you only balance with your eyes, but they squish like a balloon. Your bones look like a crunchy right now, but up in space, they turn into an arrow. Oh no! Let's treat the astronauts so we can best treat ourselves. What would a comic like about space? A starlit night sky, a sky at night with German measles impersonated with Patrick Moore, while Brian Cox is slowed down, Carl Sagan is hypnotic.
a talk of views from other worlds. The moon is never the same twice, and on the image of exoplanets, the TRAPPIST system is more orange and peaceful than Earth. And raining diamonds on SS Tanqueray E, tidally locked planets with a permanent rainbow. The imagination of science fiction writers like Arthur C. Clarke, who got a lot of things right. Hoping the human race sorts itself out and life can get found outside the solar system. Breakout 2. Your ears in space make balance hard. Vestibular stimulation can be affected through changing temperature or electricity, or putting ice in your ears, or using a carbon dioxide monitor. Why should we know about space when we don't know enough about Earth? It takes ages to map the oceans, but there's rumours of James Cameron round the moon and the oceans. Is it ethical to mine Mars? Decontamination is only partial. Life is resilient. You bring a lot of life with you. Is it safe to go back and forth? Perhaps it's safer on asteroids. There's maybe no business case for returning materials to Earth. AI tech to communicate between cities, the smart cities. What possibilities? Control the flow and structure to optimize services. Should the human race be kept together to keep its own identity? T5 part 2. What are you obsessed with? European space jobs? With 15 astronauts and 35,000 people supporting them, go to HE Space for a spacey career. Live on Mars, train in microgravity, do it in safety, learn the human factors, those impactors. It's not far, it's in Utah. Space is cool. Now space, but can we deliver on Earth? The slides went down at that point, out of hand. But then we found out they were building spaceports in Scotland. The UK space industry is threatened by Brexit. What happens to companies as we head for the exit? No more free movement of people or goods. A lot needs to happen before we're out of the woods. Then breakout 3. What is the SPAC challenge for spacefaring nations? Colonize Titan, a space petrol station? The dreams of sending humans through the solar system, but monitoring space is really for low Earth orbit. Perhaps we can send robots or methane harnessing bacteria. It could even be cheaper to get water to the IIS from asteroids than it is from Earth. And perhaps it's cheaper to use planes than rockets in terms of fuel, though maintenance is high. We don't want crime in space. It's bad. Lots of people, lots of problems. How many people do you need in space? In Antarctica, was there crime? Nothing was ever proved. In smaller groups, people behave differently than in large groups, but we still need laws in space. Human evolutionary divergence. How will people change physically? Epigenetics, environment immediately changes your genetics. We are stuck in the mindset of our age, which hampers our ability to envisage the future. The last keynote. The Planetary Society and Our Place in Space, our story of ideas and questions and quests, invests and reflects our humanity. Each music and idea and tech has happened here. We're small. We saw the planets, the wanderers, the rivers, our journey now to other planets, and what it takes to survive and to thrive and to dive to the edge of our system, then turn and look back at us, our purpose, our pixel, our picture, that dot, that Carl Sagan quote. Read the rest of it. There's no help from elsewhere. It's us. Be more kind to one another. Preserve that dot. Preserve us. Educate, advocate, create. Explore. Be more. Implore your government officials. Kepler spoke of solar sails, a flight by light, a mission in 2017, a loaf of bread in space. And boom, the sail unfurls and hurls the ship into the void towards the stars. explore, be more, influence and stand up for sounds. And now it's me, reading it all back to you. Your thoughts, your ideas, your actions, your work. And then it's you. You have made Space Up. You have made it better. Now go out and do the same to the world.